So lately I haven't posted anything in like 3 months. I've just dealt with a lot of crap in those past 3 months. Stuff I would tell you, but if anyone found out I told you, it would just be the end of my life. So let's start with back whenever I turned 12. I was a cutter. I've been through a lot of stuff. When I was, well, more like 11, 10-ish, I guess, I don't know. My mom went through a divorce with her ex-husband, my ex-stepdad, and I'd been with them since I was 2, 3. They were my family. I mean, my stepdad was shit, but I loved my stepsisters. They were my sisters, and I don't even really get to see them much anymore. But that's also not what happened. Whenever I was 8, I was sexually molested by my step-grandfather. And it was very stressful. It was hard to tell my mother. And when we finally did, she tried to kill the man. But nobody would let her. He still hasn't been convicted of anything. And it's just really stressful about it. But I've let that go. That piece of me is gone. I mean, it's still there, but I don't really look back on it that much. Right now, currently, when I was 12, I was struggling with depression because I was going through puberty. And I thought that's all it was. I mean, my life was stressful. I'd just gone through a divorce with my family. And I was just starting to develop my womanly parts. I was starting to become a woman, and that was messing with my brain. So I thought, well, it's okay. This will get over it. When everything started to even out when I was 13, I still had depression so bad that I became suicidal. I mean, I never really attempted. I attempted once, but it was a stupid attempt and it didn't even work. But I'm suicide thoughts all the time. Every day. Everything I did was suicide. And I couldn't deal with it. I tried telling people, but nobody would listen. And it was just sad. I've always been sad. And then I got a boyfriend. Woo! 13-year-old first boyfriend. Everything's gonna work out. We're gonna be together forever, right? We only dated for 5 months and almost 6 months. One more week and it would have been 6 months. And I did a lot with him. I didn't lose my virginity. That was the one thing I kept. I gave him everything because I loved him. And then he broke up with me. I mean, I moved an hour away, but we were gonna make it. See, we were gonna be together forever, and he told me this. He told me that he loved me and that he wanted to be with me when really all he wanted was sex. And so after that happened, I became even more suicidal after he broke up with me. 5 seconds of heaven just took him away because I thought I was in love. I was in love with him, and he didn't love me back. And whenever I lost my love, it hurt. I cried and cried and cried. Still stood up for him, but I cried and cried and cried. Started cutting again. And then school started and I started to get friends. And then those friends turned on me. And I got called a whore. Apparently I had slept with 8 guys at my old school and 2 guys here. And I'd only been there for like 4 or 5 months, and I was already this huge whore. And I wasn't one, I was still a virgin. And I tried to tell people that, and they would look at that whore over there talking about how she's never had sex. What kind of whore is that? And I wasn't one. I wasn't proud to be called a whore. Who's proud to be called a whore? And so after that happened, then I got another boyfriend, and I'm still with him now. He makes me happy. Happier than I've ever been. But lately I've been really sad because a lot of family issues have been going on. Everybody's upset in this house. My mom calls it the "what about me" syndrome. Everybody's, what about me? What about me? I've been trying to work on that a lot. I paint a lot, and I write a lot. I've been writing this story called Virginity. I'll read you a paragraph after I've been telling all of this. And that's how I try to deal with it instead of cutting. I haven't cut in almost 6 months because of Dylan. I have scars on me. Some are light, some are dark. They're all fading though, which is good. I still hate myself sometimes. I get yelled at a lot. But I only have 3 years left. 3 years and a month. And then I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm running away. And I'll be free to run away because I'll be 18. So, I'll read you some of my story and tell me if, like, Dylan just texted me. It's called Virginity. It's a story about a girl who lost her virginity in a screw and dump situation, and now she's being called a whore and slut, and everybody has disowned her. Her father is so disappointed that he can barely look at her. Okay, so this is how it goes. Chapter 1. I watch as a little 6-legged creature runs across my hand, around my fingers. 3 black balls connected together with 6 sticks branching out of his sides. 2 antennas stretching in front of him, right above 2 beady eyes, his mouth opening and closing to defend himself. I set him back on the ground and push my thumb on the top of him until I feel the pop of him dying. I look up from the smushed ant and into the broom closet of my new job, cleaning rooms for Blue Monkey Resort. The smell of cleaners was now burning my nostrils, and I had to sit down for a minute. Joey, my boss, came out of the cabin and towards me, her eyes golden brown and hair white, gray at the roots. "It's okay, honey. Go home early today," her voice sung. I stand up and shake her hand. "Thanks, Joey." "Don't worry about it." Then Joey walked away. "Come pick me up. I'm done. Love you, Daddy," I texted my dad. In about 20 minutes, my dad is here. I jump in and the drive was quiet. Kind of too quiet. The silence was deafening. I sit and look at my thighs, pale and nasty thighs. "You're 14, Candace." "Daddy, I'm sorry." "Don't tell me you're sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done it in the first place." I stay quiet for the rest of the ride home. I hurry up and go to my room and lay down, or I say fall down on my bed, wiping tears away. My pillow already has so many makeup stains. My head, my stomach, my heart all hurt. Wait, my stomach really hurts. Oh God, ew, it smells. So that is the first 2 pages of my book. If you want me to read more, tell me. If you don't, sorry. But, oh, do you want to see some of my art? I'll find something. Here's something simple. I drew this like 3 years ago. Yeah, that's all I had to say. Sorry this video was really long. Peace.